Islam is a religion which prohibits interest. In Arabic, the term is called Riba. Now, despite this prohibition being in place, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that a time will come upon people in which they will consume riba. It was said, all of the people. The Prophet said, whoever does not consume it will be affected by its dust. So in other words, the people who don't deal with it directly, they will still be affected by it one way or another. And this clearly describes today's modern economy, especially in the West. It's virtually impossible to avoid dealing with, or at the very least, being impacted by interest. For example, in the United Kingdom now, we are in the midst of a cost of living crisis. Interest rates have gone up, inflation has gone up. The people in the United Kingdom who have mortgages, their mortgage repayments, monthly repayments have gone up because of interest. Those who don't deal in interest are still affected by interest due to the fact all the major shopping complexes in the UK that sell things like eggs, bread, milk, etc., they all deal with riba, interest. But forget about that. How many people have interest-bearing bank accounts, buy things using credit cards? It's a lot of people. You might have seen adverts on TV talking about improve your credit score, or this bank offers 1% interest. I believe we're living in a time that can only be considered as monetary chaos, as our entire monetary system, as it now stands, is based on nothing but debt. Every physical coin and paper note has to be borrowed into existence. With the old system of gold and silver, there is a natural order to money, as its value increases and decreases in accordance with the supply and demand of the precious metals. Under the current system, banks can produce as much paper money as they like, and so the supply of this form of money is entirely elastic. It's flexible. So we can say, in summary, that modern finance is a debt and interest-based system that is unique in history. So the use of paper money with no intrinsic value, along with a massive debt and interest that it has resulted in, is a phenomenon of modern finance. And it's not something that could have easily been guessed by Prophet Muhammad ﷺ over 1,400 years ago. Now, I'm not saying that the concept of interest did not exist at all in the 7th century Arabia. We know that it did because the Quran strictly prohibits people from practicing it. But one thing's for sure, Islam forbids interest. So Muhammad, peace be upon him, prophesied something that Islam prohibits. In other words, it's like me saying, I'm going to become really fit and I'm going to get ripped and have so many muscles, but I don't put any effort into the gym and I eat things like burgers and pizzas. The prophecy that Muhammad, peace be upon him, made 1,400 years ago is unique and it is difficult. Yet despite this, it happened just like he said 1,400 years ago.